Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, Hollywood Dollars for a tip. It has been a long time coming. Hello, people. I miss y'all. I miss y'all. Y'all miss me. And let's just make it abundantly clear we just genuinely love each other, okay? Now, if you don't know, today will officially be January 1st of 2024. And right now I'm pre-recording, so of course this is a day ahead. Now, I want to put it out here and let it be well known. This is season 24/7. I always felt like 24 has been my number from the day that I was born. 24 has always been a thing for me. So, that is the season. I'm super duper excited. It's super duper dope. I'm going to take questions from my Instagram channel, which a girl has gotten places, okay? I've been working damn hard. And it is a community of 326 members. Shout out to you guys because we love y'all over here, okay? So I ask questions all the time just to kind of sort of get a opinion on all things, men, women, in general, relationships, all types of stuff. I never feel like I'm an expert at something until I actually physically do it. So let's get into some of these little questions that I asked up in here. So of course, why did I do this to myself? My first question was mainly about myself. What would I need to be a wife? Now, the reason I ask that is because if y'all don't know, I just went through a very traumatic relationship. It was a traumatic long distance relationship. I didn't physically cheat. Um, I was supportive. I gave, words of encouragement. I mentally, physically, and financially did what I needed to do as a woman, and it confused me when him and I, well, I'm not gonna say him and I, because him and I didn't make this decision. He made a decision to just not communicate with me, excommunication, and then because I introduced him to like a podcast that I kind of like, him and the podcast host eventually gets cool. So now I'm blocked from one of my favorite podcasts. So of course I'm like, okay, clearly I'm not the fucking problem. Or maybe I am. So I asked this question in my channel, and these are the I guess these are the responses. So I said the question was, what would I need to be a wife? And it says respecting your man and honoring him, have his back, defending him against people. I think that that's an interesting statement because a woman can give that, and I've been that in multiple different relationships and situationships, and it just never worked out for me. But I'm always open to great suggestions, is what I could say. So the next one was you want a teammate that's not on you, that's the man to show you his worth. That one kind of confused me a little bit because I was just kind of like, okay, well, to me, I must be attracting a whole bunch of niggas ain't shit but hoes and tricks, okay? So maybe they're not worth it and I am. Um, Somebody said nothing, you're dope, just how you are. If he don't love you as he is or not. Okay. You know what? The problem is a lot of times we think faster than what we actually takes, but I think I kind of understood what that meant. Somebody said to be a wife, you need to just take care of home. I know plenty of women out here right now, they're taking care of home and still getting cheated on with a bitch that live at her mom's house. Okay? You don't need to do anything. Get down and lay down. Get down or lay down. Well, I appreciate the compliment, okay? Period. You're a great person. You do not have to conform to anybody. They have to conform to you. I feel like sometimes I'm starting to get into this energy and into this setting where I am a blast in a glass and I'm a lot to handle. And with that being said, it's just kind of like, what do you do in those senses? I want to simmer down, but not too much. I want to be able to be out there and be myself and not have to sit up here and conform to a fashion of a woman should be seen and not heard. I've heard that my entire life about a woman's presence. Her presence should speak way more. And it's times where I've walked into a room and I literally don't say anything. I guess my presence does a lot of talking. But okay, here's the next one. Somebody said to be a wife, for me to be a wife, I just need a husband. Somebody said me. Somebody said there are doors that need to be closed and a heart needs to heal. I agree with that one. Out of all the ones that I've read so far, I definitely for a fact agree with that one because for whatever reason, I have brought a lot of pain and turmoil to a lot of other places that it shouldn't have been brought. It should have been, given a great setting or something new. You know what I'm saying? And for whatever reason, it just never clicked with me. Somebody said God's grace to be honest and prayer with your husband. I feel like that's good for the goose, maybe not good for the gander. Um, when I say me and my ex, I prayed for him, but I don't think he necessarily prayed for me because I'm a lot to handle. Somebody said you gotta ask yourself that good question, and you know what you have. Pretty much, pretty much. I know who I am. I'm stepping in to whoever she is, whoever her is. You're not missing anything. You're definitely wifey material. Now, I will say this. Number one, I greatly appreciate all the people that support me. The 326 people that are a part of my Nosy Friends channel on Instagram, you guys are the motherfucking GOAT, okay? This episode is just specifically just the beginning of me getting back to who I was before. I was broken down. I was X'd out. Um, I call it a part of my healing journey. I love podcasting. And for those that don't know me, when I first got into podcasting in 2019, I was confused. I didn't know if I would like it. But when I say the experience of podcasting is like better than sex, I get to have these moments where, yeah, it's not for the internet, but I'm going to tell the internet anyway. I think my next episode, I am going to go ahead and call him out. I'm going to go ahead and call my ex out and we're done. No, you know what? I'm not even going to do it. I'm not going to do an episode because I did enough trash talking him on my channel. And I said, I seriously have to let it go. You know how when you get in a mind space, like, all right, I know I did right by this person. I know I didn't do them dirty. And yet they did me like X, Y, Z. And that kind of makes you feel like, was it you or was it me? And it wasn't you. And of course, the entire world, even social media, would sit here and say, if you have a whole bunch of men out here and they're not willing to be with you, you have to ask yourself, is it you? Are you the problem? And then you go back and realize you weren't the problem at all. Some people are really just not ready for someone of your status. You know how you have kings and queens and your majesties out there, and then you have some people that are genuinely peasants. They are the Aladdins scrounging to get to the top. They are this mom and pop shop, just like you were a mom and pop shop years ago. But because you tapped into your own, it's just kind of like, I'm not there anymore. I will support where support can be supported. But no, babe, I can't. I can't go backwards. And that's the one thing that I have learned in this entire situation. A lot of people said, well, you know what? I think you and your ex, you guys will get back together. You guys look genuinely happy. I say there is no going backwards because I've already said what I needed to say. When he feels like he wants to communicate with me or wants to get on a level of what we do as adults, which is sit down and communicate, we'll do that. Until then, I won't be letting any of that energy get into me. This is year 2024, and I know a lot of people sit here and say all the time, hey, you know, I'm going to do this new year, new me. I'm going to the gym every day. I'm going to sit up here and I'm going to do everything I need to do for myself. And then the next couple of weeks, that shit simmers the fuck down. So for me, I'm taking an oath to myself. I'm writing out all the goals. I'm doing everything that I'm setting my eyes on. I'm going to travel to a place, even if it's for a day, just to get a hotel to rest my nerves because I am a mother. I'm going to do everything that I set my eyes on. Anybody that wants to be my man or my woman, I am convinced that at this time point and moment, if you are not trying to be with me, or I don't see that you're actually trying, I am convinced. I'm convinced your ass is a motherfucking ops. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. And bitch, stay the fuck away from me with that motherfucking energy. I don't care what nobody say. La 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 la. I said what I said. 2024, I'm not hitting you with that new year, new me. This is season 724. 24 always been a good number for me. Trust and believe that. I was born on the 24 for a reason. 2-4 has always been a good thing for me. 4 plus 2 is what? 4 plus 2 is what? It's 6, right? Okay, my she's born in June. Okay, we're gonna make it happen. All the numbers are aligning to the places where I need to be, to the things that I need to do, and the people I need to do. So I want to leave y'all with this message. I don't know what the next episode is gonna be about. It's probably gonna be about something that I talked about in my little channel. Now I've told people you can always sit up here and leave a voice note, a little voicemail telling me what you feel, what you want to do, what you want to go about life as, and you can leave it and be included. If you got a real nasty story, send it to me later on, because some of that shit is not for the internet. If you need me to change the names, I definitely will. Anyway, for the Most High, thank you so much for being here. It is a new year. We get into this money. Bye. Holla for $1 strip for a tip. Make sure y'all follow me on Instagram, DURTTY_JOE, on TikTok on the same name, YouTube especially, and then we gonna keep it going. This year is the year of what all dreams are made of. Remember that.